Poppin' T Squad, it's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea All Shade Claws Season 2 Episode 2 review. So we start off tonight's episode with Desna reading Zlata's book. She's trying to, get some information on sis and trying to get a good word, I believe. So Jen is at home cooking breakfast with her mother, Brenda, and the actress that plays Brenda actually was on one of my favorite shows of 2017, Good Behavior. She played Letty's mom. Is Good Behavior coming back? Somebody over there at TNT, please let me know, because I haven't got any confirmation that we're going to get a season 3. We want Letty back, and Javier, and the mama, and the son, the little black kid. Like, come on, bring it back now, shit. But it's good to see, her getting some work. So, Desmond comes by to talk to Jen. Brenda's mama come out and say, "Hey, Anita girl, how are you doing, Miss Thing?" And she was like, "Girl, my name is Desmond. I've told you that several times, sis. I need for you to get it correct now. I don't know if it's because I'm black and you think all black folks look alike, but we're not doing this today, sis." So Desmond tells Jen that Zlata owns the house that she lives in and that she wants her to have the house. Jen tells her that ain't gonna work. She trying to put us against each other. Desmond say, she shot her sister in the face, girl. Like, I'm not about to go head to toe with this bitch. All I know is me and Dean moving our black asses up in her, bitch, so you gonna have to scoot the fuck over. Roller, Uncle Daddy, and Bryce talk about taking Zlata down. Bryce suggests doing some intel on her. At the shop, Quiet Ann peeps that Virginia isn't looking too good. She corners her and asks her, does Desmond know about this baby girl? And Virginia says no and wonders why they have to tell her everything. Because, who the fuck is Desmond? Who made her the queen of motherfucking England? So she refused to tell Desmond, but Quiet Ann tells her that she has to because that's her brother. And especially with him being autistic, she does have to tell Desmond what's going on because Dean is in her care. So, Brenda tells Jen not to take orders from Zlata. And I'm like, girl, you don't have any kind of idea what type of gangster Zlata is. You're trying to get your daughter murked. Bryce brings home the girls. Jen suggests to Bryce they go to counseling. He tells her that he saw the video of her fucking Hank. And Jen says, no, you didn't. Bryce tells her that Zlata showed her the video of her fucking Hank. She's like, no, she didn't. He was like, yes, she did. And, Bryce says, he likes to cry when he come. And she was like, oh, shit, she showed you. What would you do if a nigga started crying when he came? Like, I think I would be up there dying laughing. I'd be like, nigga, are you sleepy? Are you conscious? Like, what is wrong with you, my G? So Jen tells him that she's sorry once again. He said, you're right. You are a sorry piece of shit. And I was like, well, Jesus Christ, Bryce. That was rude. I felt bad for Jen, but she kind of made her bed and she lied in it. So Zlata goes to the clinic with Desna, and she is not impressed with what the hell she see. Desna and Ken are showing her around. Zlata tells Desna that in 2 weeks they're opening up a new clinic, and in 5 months, 4 more clinics. So they need to keep up the traffic, foot traffic. Desna assures her they will hit their target numbers because she ain't trying to get smoked. Zlata encourages her to get their numbers up by telling her that, basically she a boss, she golden, she, she's the GOAT, greatest of all times. She's really instilling in Desmond to stop, having this, quote unquote, I hate to say it, slave mentality, and stop thinking that she got to work under people and she needs to boss up. And hopefully at the end of this season, we really see Desmond come into her own and become actually like the head bitch in charge. She needs to take Zlata's space. So Desmond comes to the shop to tell the girls what Zlata said. Jen tells them that Zlata showed Bryce the video of her giving Hank a rim job. Desmond stand there and act like she didn't know shit about it. And I was like, now see, Desmond, this is what, y'all failed our year last season because you was keeping secrets and shit. You should have told your homegirl that you saw the video. Virginia's stocking nail polishes and shit, looking like she about to commit suicide, looking like she about to slit her wrist. They start thinking of ideas of how they can get more traffic to the clinic. When Desna don't like any of the girls' ideas, she turns to Virginia and says, Shanghai, cat got your tongue? And Virginia said, I'm pregnant. And I was like, oh shit, here the fuck we go, girl. You about to get your ass kicked. Desna say, what you say? And Virginia say, with Dean's baby. And I was like, girl, learn how to shut up. Jen say, run. Virginia take off running and these sky high platform goddamn Bootsy Collin boots. She running and shit, and Desmond's right behind her. She do a side roll over a hood of a car with Desmond chasing right behind her. Now I got to say this to the writers and producers or whoever the hiring the casting department. Y'all know y'all was wrong as hell for that goddamn stunt double for Karuchi. That girl was so goddamn obvious that there wasn't no goddamn Karuchi. She was big as hell. She was shaped like a nigga from the behind. Y'all played yourself with that one. If y'all don't get a little petite something. And my thing was, all she was doing was running. It wasn't no physical activity. Why the hell could Karuchi shoot that shot? Y'all wasn't shooting her shoes, so she could have ran in some goddamn sneakers or something. That wasn't a good look, because it was obvious that it was a body double. Come on now, get it together. Don't start half-assing now. So Desna catches up to her. She said, I can't believe your mixed ass wasn't on the pill. Virginia said, I was, but it made my feet swell, so I couldn't put my heels on, and we ran out of magnums. I was like, well, that was a horrible excuse for not having any type of birth control. But this is Virginia we're talking about. Desna say, so y'all was riding bareback? Virginia say, I'm clean. And Desna say, bitch, you was giving happy endings behind the steak and shake. And I was like, oh, I want some steak and shake right now with some cheese fries and a milkshake. Yes. And I don't even like milkshakes. So Desna is pissed. Virginia says that she's going to get an abortion and it's not a big deal. And that Dean made the appointment to everybody's surprise. I would have naturally assumed that Dean would have wanted the baby. Desna tells her that she asked her to do one thing, and that was to stay away from her brother. Virginia says that she loves Dean. And I really like Dean and Virginia together, and I want them to work out. I hope they don't really break up their relationship, because I actually think they make a cute couple. Desna goes home to find Dean packing up his shit, because remember they moving into the mansion. She asks him why he didn't tell her about Virginia being pregnant, because they tell each other everything. And he's like, no, we don't, because you still ain't told me shit about the Russians. She tell him that it's different. He's like, no, it ain't. He tells her they aren't ready to have a kid, and it's not because they don't, it's not because he's autistic, it's because they simply don't want it. And he tells her to stay out his fucking business. He a grown ass motherfucking man. So the next day, Jen shows up weary. You know, she got a lot going on in her life. Polly tells her it's a silver lining to everything. Jen watches as Hank goes into his business, and she make up an excuse to get rid of Polly and Virginia so she can go rap to old boy. Roller is getting his little dick rolled by Olga, and he is just not into her and her teen mom puss. like if you'll get your little young ass on somewhere. She get off him, child, and she roll over and grab her a yoo-hoo. It's like, what kind of stupid shit is this? This bitch up here drinking chocolate milk after she'd had an orgasm. So the baby started crying. She run off to go breastfeed the baby, and he jump out of bed naked, by the way. And we got to see all that scrumptious Jack Kissy ass. Yes, sir. Woo, he's so fine. So he pull out a bug so he can, bug the house. Desna tells Zlata that they should do a commercial to get more business, but Zlata's really not into the idea. They head into her office and they find Roller there. She pulls a gun out on him, but he acts like he was just getting a copy of her book, but really he was planting a bug in her office. Zlata gives Desna the permission to shoot the commercial, but tells her, don't fuck it up. Don't you fuck this shit up. I don't want to have to kill you, little pretty ass. So Jen sits down for drinks with Hank. She basically tells him that she has to put her life back together. They can't really see each other, be friends with each other no more. But he ain't really trying to hear that. He asks her, will she still be his partner in this square dancing competition? And she fall for it. And she like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Because low-key, she still is very attracted to Hank. In her office, Zlata quizzes Roller on what job he wants to do. He says he's good with numbers. Zlata says Desna, because she peeps that they got this little connection going on here. And I was like, yeah, they gonna end up fucking with each other again before the season is over, Desna and Roller, and that's gonna cause major problems. So Dean, Virginia, and Quiet Ann go to the abortion clinic, and there are a bunch of protesters there, so they can barely get in because they're being harassed by everybody. Dean says, me and my sister got tossed around from family to family, and no one wanted us. We lived on food stamps and were abused. Not one of you was around to help us. You only care about babies in the womb. You don't care about them when they come out. I don't know who in the fuck wrote that, but give whoever the fuck wrote that a raise, okay, over there in the writer's room. That was a great little dialogue. I loved it because it was so true, especially with the political climate right now and with the government trying to ban abortions and this and that. This whole episode about the abortion topic was spot on, and that dialogue was everything. Desna and Polly tell Dr. Jen that they're doing a commercial despite his objections. Polly asks Desna, can she and Marnie move into her place? She's like, girl, yeah, you don't care about that. Desna is ready to get back to the shop so they can think about commercial ideas, but Polly tells her it'll just be them because Virginia and Quiet Ann went to go get the abortion, and Desna had no idea that they was doing it that day. So Desna can't believe that Virginia asked Quiet Ann to go with her over, her. Polly tells her that, you're kind of judgmental, sis, and Quiet Ann is just, quiet. So Virginia thanks Dean for being there for her, and they have like this really cute little intense moment where they're just looking into each other's eyes, and he say he about to go cross street to the Dollar General and go buy some pistols and shit while she laid up on the table about to get the procedure done. When he leaves out, she talks to Quiet Ann and she cries and asks, what are they saying about me at the shop? And then we see like this little Brady Bunch montage of Desna and some other clients and customers talking about abortion and, different views on the subject. And I just, like I said, once again, I love this show topic and the conversation that was brought up. So it's revealed by Quiet Ann in this Brady Bunch montage that she had a daughter named Sophie who was taken away from her by her parents as a baby, and she has not seen her since. I knew it was a lot more to Quiet Ann. I knew it was, and I can't wait to delve more into her backstory. So Polly, Brenda, and Desna run over ideas for the commercial. Brenda, we find out, can sew, and she made Jen an outfit for the square dancing competition that was filled with Confederate flags. And I was like, now look at her, Brenda, with your racist ass. Ain't nobody got time for this old bullshit. Brenda tries to talk Jen out of going with Hank because she's team Bryce, but Jen's still gonna go anyway because Jen fucking hard-headed. So Jen decides that she's gonna write the treatment for the commercial despite not knowing shit about writing commercials. So after the abortion, Dean gives Virginia a ring pop and proposes to her, and her dumb ass says yes. The next day at the clinic, they're preparing for the commercial. Desna tells Virginia that she's hard on her because she sees that she has potential. Virginia then decides to take it upon herself to tell Desna that Dean proposed her, and she said yes. Desna reached them claws out and choked the God-living Asian or Korean, Polynesian, whatever the hell she is, up out of Virginia. She said, you stupid bitch, why would you get an abortion then get married? Dean calmed Desna down and she cries and she tells Virginia, you better not hurt him. You better not hurt him, little child phone yacht, whatever the hell your name is. And she tells Dean, it's time for you to man up. Since you want to get married and get bitches pregnant and shit, you got to man the fuck up, cuz. So Zlata tells Boris to teach Rolla how they get down, even though he don't want to, because him and Rolla don't like each other. So the commercial shoot is a big mess. Dr. Ken don't know what the fuck he doing. He messing up, everybody fighting. It's just a whole ass mess. Uncle Daddy and Bryce are staking out Zlata's house when they hear Rolla in distress. Them niggas jump up out this goddamn mini wagon or whatever the fuck it was, Volkswagen. They jumping over goddamn fences. They beating up guards. They jump up on the balcony. They thinking that they about to find him tussling or about to die. When we actually see him and Boris laid up on the table getting massages and getting beat with motherfucking plants and shit. And Uncle Daddy say, baby boy played us. So he thinking that Rolla is a traitor. So Dr. King, like I said, they fucked up a commercial. Desna then thinks of Virginia's idea to bring in the male strippers from the Hammer and Pickle to dance with him in the commercial. The commercial is a huge success and it goes viral. Rolla walks into Uncle Daddy's house and gets stole on by Uncle Daddy. He calling Rolla a traitor. Rolla like, I ain't no motherfucking traitor. I'm getting intel. Boys told me they're opening up 10 clinics by the end of the year and they get their coke from the Colombians. Uncle Daddy like, the Colombians like, this shit is going too far, like they tripping. Rolla tells him they don't even need the bug no more because he is in the inner circle. He gonna get everything, all the info, all the tea. So the doorbell rings and it's Brenda with her cracker casserole for Bryce. And she and Uncle Daddy kind of eye fucking each other as she walk in. So the clinic got hella customers. Zlata pulls up on Desna and gives her a big payment for pulling through with the commercial and the new customers. Brenda is talking to Bryce about Jen, but low-key want to get him the business, and he kind of looking at her like, I ain't trying to fuck my mother-in-law, but you looking kind of right, kind of tight. Then this casserole, got my stomach, feeling kind of good. So the girls at the square dance competition to support Jen. While she's dancing, Jen keeps having visions of Bryce and, runs out. So the girls chasing behind her. We then see Jen going to Uncle Daddy's house to talk to Bryce. She beating on the door. Little does she know, but out back, Uncle Daddy, Roller, and Dr. Gregory are in the backyard talking business. Roller answers the door, and Jen like, where my husband at? He was like, upstairs with your, I don't even know if he said with her mother or not, but he was like, upstairs. She gonna run up the steps, and she walk in on her mother about to give Bryce some head. And I was like, see, Brenda, I knew your ass wasn't shit. Ever since they made Brenda got a baby, I ain't never trusted a bitch named Brenda in my life. So Jen commences to whooping her mama goddamn ass, and then Bryce trying to pull her off her mother. He gets stole on. Desna outside talking on the phone with Dr. Gregory, trying to hook up at the end of the night. And then he was like, you know, what time you want to meet up? And we see him walk off, and then we heard Desna like, Desna hears Jen screaming. She's like, look, I'm gonna call you back. Her and the girls run into the house, and somehow her and Dr. Gregory, you know, didn't end up crossing paths. I just knew it was about to be revealed that, you know, he was a motherfucking Haitian drug lord, but it wasn't. They run in the house. They see Jen and Brenda fighting. They like, oh hell no. Bryce try to pull Brenda off of Jen. She go to steal him in the face. He ducked down. She ended up hitting Desna in her face. Desna like, oh no, bitch, I've been wanting to whoop your racist ass. So they all gets to whooping Brenda's ass. They jumped her ass, and I was in her hollering. So Uncle Daddy and Roller run into the room, pulling the girls off of Brenda. They walk outside. Everybody face and clothes is fucked up. And Jen just break down and cry and want to know, like, how could her mother do this to me? Like, after she made me this Confederate flag outfit, how could she play me like that? And the girls, you know, try to hold her up and, you know, just show her love, and then the episode goes off. Episode 2 of season 2 of Claws, I give tonight's episode a B+. It was good. I enjoyed it. I couldn't give it an A because of certain things that I, you know, really wasn't vibing with, but overall, I still like the episode. I love the abortion topic. I love the comedy. I love the fight at the end. Loved it all. What did you think about tonight's episode of Claws? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like, and subscribe. Shout out to everybody over there at Claws that watched my review last week. Thank you all for continuing to support my reviews. I love you all. Once again, have a safe and blessed night. Peace.